Well, the new Nigeria People's Party is currently struggling to keep lawmakers elected under the party's platform as they continue to defect to the governing All Progressives Congress. A political ally of the national leader of the party, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, who is the member representing Kano Municipal Federal Constituency, Sagir Koki, recently resigned his membership of the NNPP. This was coming barely days after another member representing the Kiru/Bebeji Federal Constituency at the Green Chamber, Abdul Mumin Jibril, also dumped the party and returned to the All Progressives Congress. Koki cited the issue of the internal crisis rocking the NNPP party leadership at the center as a reason for his resignation from the party. In May, 2 members of the House of Representatives defected from the new Nigeria People's Party to the All Progressives Congress. The lawmakers are Kabiru Usman and Abdullahi Sani, who represent Rano/Bunkure/Kibiya and Karaye/Rogo federal constituencies of Kano State. Well, Kabiru Dakata is a chieftain of the NNPP. He joins us from Kano. Kabiru, glad to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
It's befuddling the mind that almost all the political parties in this country have one issue or the other. I was discussing with I don't know now, the secretary of your party, Dipo Olayoku Arajuji Ahmed, the chairman, and they said there are no factions.
Yeah, absolutely. There is no faction in the NNPP. NNPP is one solid political party. If you can recall, recently there were elections, the rerun elections in some constituencies, and in Kano State, we won the Shanono Bogwei State House of Assembly election. As we speak now, our member is the member representing Shanono Bogwei, and he's the one that won that election. So it's very clear that there's no faction in the NNPP. NNPP is one solid political party.
But I read in the news yesterday, I personally read that news, where some of the people were saying that the Ajuji, the chairman Ajuji, the secretary Dipo Olayoku, that they are not, that INEC should ignore them. But you're here saying there's no faction. And then why all the defections from your party to the APC, the ruling party?
Well, for the defections were driven by selfish interest by those politicians. These are politicians who are finding it difficult to uphold the ideology of the movement, the Konkosia movement. These are people who could not election by themselves during the election, but they, leverage the popularity of the movement. They won election, but after winning the election, they are finding it difficult to uphold the ideals of the movement. And our ideals are, service to humanity, sacrifice, and don't forget that some of their constituents even reported to the leadership before they defected. So it's nothing. For the Konkosia movement, it's a movement that is well grounded. This is a movement that invested hugely in grassroots mobilization, and we are lucky today for us in Kano State, one of the founding members of the movement who knows the ideals, who is ready to make sacrifice for the development of the movement and for the development of people of Kano State, is today the governor of the state, and he's doing greatly okay, and he's delivering projects in all sectors: the human capital development, the infrastructural development, the urban renewal, social programs, and what have you. And these are helping in reinforcing the credibility of the movement. So Konkosia is a solid movement. This is a system, this is a movement that is well respected in Kano State and in some states in northern Nigeria. Don't forget, our influence, our dominance goes beyond Kano State. In 2023 election, we won elections even in some states. We won elections in Taraba State. We won some seats in Jigawa State. We won some seats in Bauchi State. So this is a dominant political movement in Kano State and is becoming a dominant political movement in some parts of the northern Nigeria.
I started this news by saying that the party is currently struggling, what they're struggling to keep lawmakers elected under the NNPP platform in the party. That supposes that the influence you think you have beyond Kano is being whittled down. What are you doing about that? And isn't that going to affect your party, seriously, in the coming elections?
No, I don't think it's going to affect our party, and it's not going to affect our movement, because this is not the first time we are experiencing this kind of betrayal. In 2015, when we delivered 100% elective positions to APC in Kano State, Ganduje and some elected lawmakers decided to leave the movement, and nothing changed. In 2019, we defeated Ganduje, and in 2023, the same thing, we defeated his candidate. So this is not a strange situation for us in Konkosia. It's something normal. It's, at a time like this, you see politicians changing camps, moving from one political party to another. But for us, Konkosia movement is a people's movement. It's not a politician's club. So everybody that feels that he cannot, uphold the ideology of the movement, he can go to anywhere he wants to go. We don't envy the juicy committees they will be given at the national level. We don't envy the huge amount of money that they are giving. They should go there and they leave us with our people. They leave us with our leader, Senator Rabi Musa Konkoso. They leave us with they should leave us with our governor, Alaja Abba Kabiru. We are happy. We are proud of what he is doing to restore the image of the state. As you are aware, before Ganduje left Kano State, he destroyed the image of the state. Now Abba Kabiru is doing all he can to restore the image of the state. He is doing two things at the same time: correcting the things done by Ganduje, and at the same time bringing the state back to its development path as put by Senator Rabi Musa Konkosu.
So going forward, just briefly, what is your hope for the future coming elections? Can you categorically say that your principal, Kwankwaso himself, would not join the bandwagon of those trying to connect with the ruling party and with the president?
Whatever our leaders decide, our own is to follow them. And this is the, message from the grassroots. The people at the grassroots who have been with the movement for more than a decade, what they are saying in response to the defections, they are saying that we are always with the movement, we are with Konkoso, we are with Abba, and we are with movement. If Konkoso decides that he is going to contest for the presidential election, we are going to mobilize for him. At the moment, we are educating, we are engaging, we are mobilizing beyond Kano State. If he is going to contest, we'll continue doing that, and we have the hope that he will win the election. If it happens that the political alliance is going to be that we are going to join either APC, and this is one of the fears that Ganduje and those in the APC have, that they don't want Konkoso to join APC, because they know the moment he steps into the APC with our governor and with us behind them, their political relevance will disappear. That's why they are creating this impression that they have the lawmakers with them. They are bringing the lawmakers to their side, that the APC does not need Konkoso, Abba Kabiru Yusuf, and us, the followers. So let me send this message to the APC leaders, to ADC, to other political parties that are reaching out to us to join hands with us, that if you want to work with anybody in the north, if you want to work with any movement in Kano and the north, make sure it is Konkosia. If not Konkosia, don't allow anybody to deceive you. Ganduje in 2023, he supported Nasiru Yusuf Gawuna. Konkosia movement and NPP, we defeated Nasiru Yusuf Gawuna.
All right.
Ganduje in 2023 supported his son Dawakin Topari Mungado as the House of Representative candidate. We defeated Ganduje's son. So Ganduje is an empty politician. It's an expired politician. It's an irrelevant politician.
All right.
The only relevant movement in Kano is Konkosia. The only relevant movement in northern Nigeria is Konkosia.
Kabiru.
And the only leading politician is Rabi Musa Konkoso and our governor Alhaji Abba Kabiru Yusuf.
Thank you so much, Kabiru Dakata, a chieftain of the NNPP. Thank you for being on the program.